So what if in the beginning of season 2 of Rings of Power, they had done something like this? So many people will say, hey, I don't like Rings of Power. It's not about Rings of Power. It's about writing. It's about Tolkien. But be that as it may, when I was watching the first episode of Rings of Power, the second season, I had this idea and I sat on it for a while. But now I want to expound upon what came to mind as something that would have worked much better than I believe what they did. So we could call this the poison of betrayal. So we might start off the scene and cue dramatic, haunting music. Then the camera would pan through the dark, ominous halls of Barad-dûr, the faint glow of molten lava casting a sinister light on blackened stone. And then we would hear the sound of footsteps. The sound of footsteps would echo. Even in his darkest hour, betrayal finds the Dark Lord. But who dares to defy him? So we would start off the scene and cut to Sauron seated on a towering obsidian throne, his humanoid form radiating power, golden armor glinting in the flickering light, his fiery eyes smoldering with quiet menace. He drums his armored fingers on the armrests, his gaze fixed on the servant, and silence stretches unbearably. You shake as though I am already displeased. Speak, worm. What offering do you bring me? The servant answers, My lord, a gift from the east, a vintage most rare. The emissaries of Rune send it in honor of your unmatched might. So Sauron's lips would curl into a cruel smile. He leans forward, inspecting the goblet without taking it. Sauron says to himself, a gift or a test of my patience. Their loyalty has always reeked of desperation. His fingers hover over the goblet before snatching it effortlessly. Still, let them believe I am amused. Sauron says aloud, Honor, is that what they call fear now? Sauron swirls the wine, holding it up to the light. The liquid glistens like blood. A faint smirk tugs at his lips. Very well, let's see if this honor pleases me. Sauron says to himself, the servant stinks of fear. His pulse races. Why? No blade, no spell, only this. He glances at the goblet, his gaze narrowing. But no one deceives me. No one! Yet Sauron's pride demands the act continue. Sauron's fingers tighten around the goblet, and he drinks deeply, his confidence unshaken, or so it seems. The moment Sauron lowers the goblet, something shifts. His expression hardens. A flicker of confusion crosses his face, a rare sight from the Dark Lord. The camera zooms in on his hand, faintly trembling. Sauron low, dangerous. What treachery is this? The servant steps back, eyes wide with panic. The camera focuses on Sauron's armor as it groans under the strain of his body tensing. He rises from his throne, towering, his voice now a thunderous roar. You dare defile the Lord of Barad-dûr! A deep, guttural growl reverberates through the room. The poison spreads like molten fire through his veins. Sauron staggers for a moment, but catches himself leaning on his staff of dark steel. His fiery eyes blaze brighter, casting shadows that dance madly on the walls. And Sauron says to himself, Pain, no, I do not feel pain. I do not falter. I do not. His thoughts cut off as his body betrays him. For the first time in centuries, a crack appears in his unshakable dominance. He glares at the servant, who collapses to his knees, pleading incoherently. Sauron extends a clawed hand towards the servant, and dark tendrils of energy lash out, lifting the trembling man off the ground. The servant gasps for air as Sauron's grip tightens. "Who sent you? Who thinks they can kill me?" The servant chokes out a name, but before it is clear, Sauron's rage boils over. He hurls the man aside, sending him crashing into a stone pillar. Sauron straightens his body, trembling with fury, though the poison continues its assault. Sauron with a dark grin. "They think they can weaken me, but I am eternal. This will not stop me. It will only fuel my wrath." As his voice echoes through the chamber, the shadows around him grow darker, more alive. The camera lingers on his blazing eyes, his sheer willpower overpowering the poison for now. A final chilling line ends the scene. Sauron says, "When I rise again, they will beg for death." And the screen fades to black with a dramatic sting of music. And we're left wondering who poisoned Sauron, because we're not sure who poisoned Sauron.